Time for the SMX medical update. We bring Dr. Joe McGinley, who was at the race at Anaheim, had the McGinley Privateer Support Program on hand. That looked good. Almost got a couple guys in the main. We'll talk about that more throughout the year. But the medical topic for this week, Achilles injuries. What is going on here? This used to be rare. Jalek Swoll's out with an Achilles. Evan Ferry did his Achilles, I guess, in the heat race. Any idea, Dr. Joe, why this is suddenly becoming so widespread?
It's interesting. This was the topic, a year or so ago when Eli Tomac hurt his, and then last year was pretty quiet again, and now we're starting the season with two more injuries. Jalek Swoll, I believe he already had surgery. It sounds like Evan Ferry is going to need surgery. Those are major surgeries, so they're going to be out for quite a period of time. I don't expect either one will be back during the Supercross season. Evan said, I believe he landed off a jump awkwardly, and then he felt the pop in his leg. That's pretty much the standard for that. Usually it's if you're not expecting a bump or injury when you're landing, that Achilles can pop. It's almost, if you think about it, it's like the rear suspension on your bike. It's the main support for the lower leg. And, if something happens and that suspension breaks, you can no longer support the back of that leg.
I thankfully never had this injury, but when you look at how prevalent it's been over the last few years, it makes you start to wonder, is this something where it's riding position or any of those things? But from your perspective, is it something that could be preventative, or is it just a random occurrence?
Yeah, it's both. So if you have an injury or if you have some irritation of that Achilles, you're more prone to this type of injury and having it torn. Also, if you have it torn and had it surgically repaired, you're also at increased risk for a re-tear. So pre-existing problems with the Achilles will make it more likely to tear again. But for some of the riders, it can be a first-time thing. Again, if you're not prepared for a hard landing, or even that landing's coming up and it's hard, but you mistime it just ever so slightly, there's a lot of force on that Achilles, and that's what can pop it. So those scenarios that can occur, and for sure, I'm not sure if either of these guys had injuries in the past, but if they did, that would obviously put them at risk for a tear of that tendon.
Better luck for Swoll and Ferry in the future. Thanks for the info, Dr. Joe. We'll catch up with you again next week.